Hello YouTube friends. Today we're talking about projects. If you don't know me, my name is FlyLady Kat and this is my channel where I teach you how to do the FlyLady system, my version of the FlyLady system. If you haven't already, please subscribe and hit that notification bell, and I will talk to you 5 days a week on this channel. So please subscribe so that you don't miss any of my posts for you. Okay, so we're going to hit projects again. For those of you who've been around for a while, we talk about projects every now and then. And for those that are new, projects are a room in your zone that you just can't seem to shake. It's usually in zone 3. It's an other room, like a laundry room, a garage, a shed, a guest room, a child's room, the dining room. It could be anything, a craft room. Any one of your rooms that you just can't seem to shake because it's so overwhelming. You think, why am I wasting time in these other rooms that look halfway decent? I should be working in that room, but Kat's making me work my zone. So you're going to stop your zones when you work in your project. No zones. Now, in order to keep those zones from getting worse, you must do your routines. Your routines include clutter stops. I used to call those clutter checks, clutter stops. And that's when you do a little perusal of that room 4 times a day. And you pick it up, don't pass it up. That's basically it. And you're telling your children to pick things up and put them where they go, and you're inspecting what you expect. So that's a clutter stop. You're going to do those 4 times a day: breakfast, lunch, dinner, and before bed. If you work, before you go to work, when you come home, and before bed. So you only have time for 3. But on Saturdays, you're going to do it 4 times. On Sundays, 4 times. Yes, the clutter stops never stop. But eventually, they'll get easier and easier until there's very little, if anything, to put away. Okay. When you want to do a project, you first of all need to have a piece of paper where you can write your project down. So get a piece of paper. At the top of that paper, write the name of your project. So if it's your laundry room, your guest room, your shed, I've already said this, your basement, write the title on there. So I'm going to choose for this example laundry room. I'm going to assume someone has a really nice laundry room with a folding area, an area for your sewing machine. It's a nice big laundry room, but it's jam-packed. You've got pantry items in there, you've got boxes in there, you've got old linens in there, you've got dirty clothes that sat in the corner forever and you don't even want them anymore. It's that kind of a laundry room. Okay, the window has cobwebs in it. It's just a mess. This room is so overwhelming that you barely want to go in there and do laundry. Okay, so you want to get this room back. So the first thing and yours may or not be in that shape, whatever room it is, but you get the idea. So at the top of the page in this example, you would write laundry room. Under that, you're going to write several lines, which is going to be a mission statement or a vision statement. So in this example, I'm going to want this room to be used as a sewing room and a folding area, and I'm going to keep all my cleaning products in there, and I'm going to do my laundry in there. So that would be in my vision statement. I want this to be a streamlined, clean, bright, and happy room where I can do laundry and fold it right on my folding table and keep everything caught up. It will be a bright room where I feel happy to come into it, and I can actually use this room as a sewing room on the times when I'm not doing laundry. Okay, so that's your vision, all right, or your mission statement. Under that, you're going to do bullet items of the things that need to be done in there. But you can't say, I'm going to empty all the boxes if it's got boxes in every corner. You can say, I'm going to empty the 2 boxes by the door. So write 2 boxes by the door, and then 2 boxes by those boxes, and then the pile of old laundry that needs to be thrown away, and then sort all the good laundry, and then you go through the room just working yourself around. Get rid of the old cleaning products, wipe well, you're not going to wipe down anything till you get it decluttered, but anyway, you can put that in your list. Wipe down the washer and dryer, vacuum the floor, clean the dryer vent, all the stuff you want to do in this room, but that's cleaning, so you're going to have that in a separate area. First, you're going to declutter, okay, all the way around. And then when you're done, you're going to say, okay, how long is this project going to take? Well, I'm going to allow you to work in your project 4 times a week, just like you would a zone, but more than 15 minutes. I'm going to give you 30 minutes a day. If you absolutely push me and you were my mentee, I would say, okay, an hour is your max. I don't really want you to work an hour in that room because it's overwhelming and you'll get burnt out really quickly. You also are not allowed to stop until this project is complete. A lot of people get about 80% done. It looks so much better. Now they're thinking, gee, I really need to work on the living room, and they want to stop the project, but I don't want you to do that. You must complete your project, okay? All right, so we're all excited about it. What do we do next? We figure out how many minutes it takes to do each of the things. So how many minutes is it going to take you to empty those 2 boxes? Let's say 30. And when I say empty a box, I mean that you need your bag, your box, and your basket in the room with you so that you can declutter by throwing away things in the bag, putting things for giveaway in the box, and putting things for the trash in the did I do that already? Trash in the bag, throw away or trash in the bag, give away in the box, and put away in the basket. That means things that don't belong in this room, okay? So if you find your child's thermos or backpack or whatever, that goes in the basket. And at the end of the 30 minutes, if you push me an hour, then you're going to take the giveaway to the back of the car. Don't say, I'm going to save it for tomorrow, I'm going to have more. No, go put it in the back of the car. If you leave it in your house, someone is likely to see it and say, oh, my such and though, I needed that. Thanks for finding it. You know, and it's something they're not going to mess with. Or you might be tempted to take something back. So put it in there and get it in the back of the car. Cover it with a blanket or a box or something. Put it in the back of the car. Or the trunk, even better if you have a trunk. Second thing is throw the garbage in the garbage can. Seal that bag. Put it in the bottom of the garbage can. Put something else on it. Don't let people dig through the garbage to get out junk, trash. And third, the put away. Go put it away. If you have a backpack for your son, it goes in in his room, or you need to help him clean it out and you start using it or whatever it is. Okay. That happens every day. Now let's figure out how long this project is going to take you, because that's very important. There must be light at the end of the tunnel. So when you add up all the minutes that you think each of these things takes, you're going to add it up and get a total number of minutes. If you are working in that room 30 minutes a day, 4 days a week, because you do have a rest day, 4 days a week, that would be 2 hours or 120 minutes. So divide it by 120 minutes. If you're going to push me and go for an hour, it'd be 480 minutes. Get your calculator and divide it. That's how many weeks you'll be working in this room. Now, if it's more than 2 weeks, I want you to add a week for slippage, because there's going to be things that happen if it's a long-term project. If it's 4 or 5 weeks, you're going to have things that happen. Somebody's going to get sick, you're not going to feel good, you have to go do something, you forgot you had a vacation. It's important to check your calendar when you are making the time of when you're going to stop. But for whatever it is, you need an extra week. So let's say that you're going to start tomorrow, and it's going to take you 4 weeks, but you're going to throw in a week, so 5 weeks. Or it's going to take you 2 weeks and you throw in a week, it's going to be 3 weeks. And you're going to go in your calendar and you're going to mark off 3 weeks, looking to see if there's anything in there that's going to cause it to be delayed even further. And then you have an end date. You have a start date and an end date. Put that up there in the right-hand corner in the top. Start date, end date. Now you have an end date. Let's say your end date is December 23rd. Hooray! By Christmas, this room is going to look like your vision statement. Isn't that exciting? Okay, now we're going to do, once it's done, what do you do? Well, you can totally do it, and then if you need to, go ahead and wipe things down and clean it out, and you spend your little 30 minutes doing that, okay? Or maybe you have to have 2 days doing that, and that's in your list. Now you're going to go back to your zones, just like you never left them. So wherever you are, if it's a Wednesday and we're in zone 4, that's the master bedroom, then you're in the master bedroom for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And you're just going to pick up where you left off. If you continue to do your clutter stops, and you continue to do your basic weekly plan, which includes your weekly home blessing hour, and you continue to do your routines, which include your swish and swipe, and emptying the garbage in the kitchen. Well, that's not in your routines, but anyway, that's in the weekly home blessing hour when you do the garbage cans in the bathroom. The garbage in the kitchen is, I'm not listing that, that's a daily dump, but anyway. You're going to continue to do things that have your house looking nice. It's not going to look worse. It's going to look the same or better than it did before you started, because this is maybe more than you have been doing, even though it's just a blessing, not a deep clean. Okay, that's the project. I hope you embrace it if you decide you need to do it. It is a commitment and you have to commit to it. If you are working full time, then you're going to be doing it on the weekend. Instead of your 1 hour in the zone, you're going to be spending 2 hours on your project. Hopefully not 4 hours. If you're a person who works full time, I do not want you to do a whole hour per segment, which would give you 4 hours on Saturday. That's way too long because you still have to do your weekly home blessing hour. So 2 hours is your max on a project, and just live with it. I'm telling you, I don't want you doing 4 hours, and I don't want you working 2 days. You must have a day of rest. Okay, that's it for today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope that you realize that you are beautiful. So be beautiful.